Hello everyone, welcome to Competitive Academia. This is current capsule. So let's begin our discussion on the articles. The first article is about Professor B.B. Lal. So on the occasion of centenary year of the great archaeologist Professor B.B. Lal, the Culture Minister has released an e-book. So the name of the e-book is important, India Rediscovered. Sometimes books related questions are asked in UPSC also. We cannot say books, but persons related to the book or something like that of those personality who are very famous. For example, a question came, a man who knew infinity is a biopic of which famous personality? So you can keep these things in mind. And if we see from the state perspective, books are important. So, India Rediscovered is related to Professor B.B. Lal. He was conferred the Padma Bhushan in the year 2000. He was the Director General of the Archaeological Survey of India from 1968 to 1972 and also the Director of the Indian Institute of Advanced Studies, Shimla. Here we come to know that Indian Institute of Advanced Studies is located in Shimla. Let's see something about Archaeological Survey of India. It is a government agency which is attached with the Ministry of Culture. It is responsible for archaeological research and conservation and preservation of cultural monuments in the country. The first Director General was Alexander Cunningham. Very important to remember. Its headquarters is located in New Delhi. This was formed in 1861 by a statute passed into law by Lord Canning. Now, this again is a very important thing to remember. First Director General was Alexander Cunningham, and the Lord Canning was the Governor General who passed the Archaeological Survey of India Act of 1861. So, the first systematic research in the subcontinent's history was conducted by Asiatic Society. Now, Asiatic Society, which was founded by British Indologist William Jones in 1784. All right, we shall move to the next article. Ministry of Culture's Development of Museum and Culture Space digitally has launched a short film, A Ray of Genius. Now, this also we can remember, a very small thing, but we can remember this. A Ray of Genius is relating to the celebration of centenary year of Satyajit Ray. Satyajit Ray, a ray of genius, it can come in question. A ray of genius is related to which of the following personalities? The correct answer would be Satyajit Ray. The next article is about Sariska Tiger Reserve. In the map, we can see Sariska Tiger Reserve. I'll explain you the Tiger Reserve in the map, but let's see the context first. Here, the 13th session was held by Ministry of Culture on Dekho Apna Desh on 1st May of 2020. A presentation was made about Sariska Tiger Reserve, and they conducted a virtual tour of wildlife adventure safari experiences for the traveler within the Sariska Tiger Reserve. Now, Sariska Tiger Reserve is located in the Alwar district of Rajasthan. We'll see the Alwar district. Sariska Tiger Reserve comprises of scrub thorn, arid forests, dry deciduous forest, grasslands and rocky hills. So, as it is located in the arid part of India, definitely we find such vegetations here. This area was a hunting preserve of the Alwar state and was declared a wildlife reserve in 1955. The most important point here is it was declared a tiger reserve and became a part of India's Project Tiger in 1978. Very important, a landmark year in the history of India. The wildlife sanctuary was declared a national park in 1990. It was the first reserve in the world which successfully relocated tigers. Tigers were relocated from Ranthambore Tiger Reserve. We'll see in the map. It is an important biodiversity area in the Northern Aravalli Leopard and Wildlife Corridor. Here we can see, we'll zoom the picture. This is Alwar district. It borders Haryana and it borders only Haryana. In Bharatpur also we have Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. In this map, we can see Sariska Tiger Reserve. Again, we have Ranthambore Tiger Reserve, and then we have Mukundra Hills Tiger Reserve. So, yeah, another thing we have to see, we can just quickly revise the bordering states. We have Punjab in the north, Haryana in the northeast, and UP in the northeast. We have Madhya Pradesh to the southeast or eastern part, we can say, and Gujarat to the northwest. Sorry, southwest. To the southwest we have Gujarat. These are internal borders. In the international borders, it has Pakistan to the northwest. So let's move to the next article. The next article is about Bru tribe. They are also known as Riang. Here the context is that amid the COVID-19 pandemic which is going on, two community-specific groups have renewed their opposition to the permanent settlement of Bru refugees who were persecuted, and they ran away for their lives from Mizoram and settled in Tripura. Their Riang are one of the 21 scheduled tribes of Tripura. They can be found in Tripura, Assam and Mizoram. They speak the Riang dialect or the Kokborok language, very important point, which is a Tibeto-Burmese origin and locally referred as Khao Bru. In 2018, they got voting rights, and around 30,000 people got voting rights who had fled from Mizoram to Tripura in 1997 in the wake of inter-community violence. On 16 January, a quadripartite, that is an agreement between four parties, took place, which the parties were center, state governments of Tripura and Mizoram, and the Bru Riang representative to facilitate permanent settlement. They are in this thing to get permanent settlement since time immemorial. So they wanted permanent settlement of Bru refugees from Mizoram in Tripura, which will benefit around 34,000 refugees. So let's know something about Bru community. They are particularly agrarian tribe. They mainly practiced the hook or jhum cultivation. So we had revised in the last current capsule about various jhum cultivation. Their jhum cultivation is also known as hook. The Riang are polytheists. They believe in multiple gods and goddesses. They perform important festivals like Katangi Puja, Lakshmi Puja, Kartik Purnima, Hojagiri, etc. So that's all from this articles. So let's move to the questions part of this video. This is a 2012 question of UPSC. With reference to the religious history of medieval India, the Sufi mystics were known to pursue which of the following practice? Here, Sufism, Bhakti movement are the favorite topics of UPSC. Sufi movement, Bhakti movement, then Jainism, Buddhism. They are the most favorite topics. You can expect one question from this each year. So let's see the statements. Meditation and control of breath. Yes. Severe ascetic exercises in a lonely place. It's true. Recitation of holy songs to arouse a state of ecstasy in their audience. That's true. So here option D will be the correct answer. This thing you have to mug up. You have nothing else, but you have to mug up these points. The next question is, which of the following can be threats to the biodiversity? You have to mind, the question is asked about threats to the biodiversity of a geographical area. This is again a 2012 question of UPSC. Global warming, that's to be. Fragmentation of habitat, yes. Invasion of alien species, when a new species is introduced to a place. Invasion is obviously very harmful. Promotion of vegetarianism, this cannot be the point. So if we cut point number 4, we straight away get our answer. That is 1, 2 and 3. The last question is, Quit India movement was launched in response to. It was launched in response to Cripps proposal. Constituent Assembly was formed in response to Cabinet Mission Plan. Simon Commission report, which was also known as Commission on White Paper, which was released in around 1928, 1929, and Wavell Plan came to India in 1945. So that's all for this session. We'll come up with some new articles and questions tomorrow. Till then, thank you for listening. Like, share and subscribe.